Hi there, you are at the Cardano Wyckoff technical analysis session, and we're going to quickly look at how Cardano is performing and what to expect, like what's the next stage to come. So last week we talked about, is Cardano heading towards an LPSY, the last point of supply, or is it going to create another upthrust? After last week with quite a bit of selling above the purple resistance line, or like last week it was supposed to be support line when the price was higher than the 85 cents mark. Now obviously it closed a bit below that, and this week when we started for like 15 hours, and we can see the wick over there. Basically it tries to test that 85 cents mark again, but there's still quite a bit of pressure, selling pressure over there. So if this is the case, if it is going to continue to come back to test the support line of 63 cents, then this LPSY is pretty much confirmed, unless it is going to find support at this weaker support level at 80 cents where it currently is, and eventually breaks the purple again to go up to test the green. Then there's still a chance for the upthrust to appear around not end August. I would say too early. It can, but it's a very drastic move. So you can say it's somewhere between end August to end September. That may be a possibility if the price really comes up quickly within this week or next. Otherwise, it will go further down the timeline before it gathers sufficient momentum to get to another upthrust. So, given the scenario, it may come down to show us another sign of weakness. Interesting, there's one hiding at the back, so I might as well bring it up. So it's heading for another sign of weakness, which we have already seen two, one in mid-June, the other in early April. Now that we are entering August, would it show us another one? So there are a couple of question marks over here, right? There is an upthrust heading to sign of weakness, which seems like it is at the moment, especially with this selling higher than the buying 2 weeks ago. So this PS, I don't think it is a PS, so I'll take it out now. That's the big picture. Expect some retracements further. So go to the daily. We talked about, is there an automatic reaction coming? And indeed, on Wednesday, just 2 days after we had our last session, the automatic reaction has confirmed after the buying climax. So last time we say, okay, it might have climaxed, and what to expect is an automatic reaction, and it did happen. And what now is, usually after this we kind of expect a second test, and this second test, it seems like these 5 candlesticks are pretty flat, though, because there's a resistance line over here, this yellow resistance at around 84 cents. That's why over the past 4 days, including today, so far there's still near 6 hours, 7 hours left. The price is still being suppressed over here, and we see this higher volume compared to the previous 2 days. When the price try to go above this yellow line, you see this short little wick over there, right? It got pushed back down to below the yellow. So people, whenever it gets to around 850, there seems to be quite a bit of selling pressure. That's why the second test may have ended at this level. So it doesn't always have to be near the level of the buying climax. This one is actually close enough. So given this situation, after the second test, if we look at last time, what happened here back in late May, there was more adjustments all the way to the first support at 63 cents or 64 cents roughly, and eventually a little bit of bounce to the LPSY, and like going back to the accumulation cycle from there. So would it experience the same or exhibit the same behavior this time, given it has a higher peak? Well, this peak honestly isn't as high as what we had in March, just that it seems like it's better than mid-May because of maybe the beautiful bill. So let's see how long this positivity can go, given now this is being suppressed over here. So we have talked about this line, 840 current resistance, first line of support at around 640, like 64 cents, and the next support would be at around 54 cents. So very easy to remember: 84 cents, 64 cents, and 54 cents. The blue is still far. We're still far, so we are not going to talk about it now. And hopefully, well, people would hope for, like, after this sign of weakness, maybe there's a chance for an upthrust if things are positive. That's possible, but that's the daily time frame. If we look at the monthly, not monthly, the weekly time frame, it's like it's heading for showing us a sign of weakness, and that means in the daily, the chance of going for an upthrust is less likely, unless this last point of supply, like I said in the beginning, is only a short adjustment, a very shallow adjustment, and then it immediately climbs to above the purple. If the weekly scenario is that, then the daily has a chance for an upthrust. Otherwise, it would just follow the weekly to come down to a support point. So that's it for Cardano for now.